Hi, everybody. So today is our next entry in Rachel's holiday movie recaps. And this is my 5th week. And I can't believe that we've already gotten 5 weeks of Christmas movies. That's amazing. And this week I watched my 50th Christmas movie of the year. So that's pretty amazing. And I have a lot of movies to cover. So we're going to go pretty quickly through them. And you'll have to let me know in the comments section what you think of these Christmas movies and which ones have been your favorite. So we start out with the Up channel. We had 2 movies from them this week. We have Mistletoe and Molly. And this is about a young woman named Molly who comes from a sort of privileged background. She's always gotten everything kind of that she wants. So she decides that she wants to get some things on her own. And so she's working at this cafe. She ends up meeting this man who's very charitable named Aiden. And the thing I didn't like about this movie is I just thought that she was pretty bratty. She has this big fit when he does her a favor. And she's like, I don't want to do it on my own. And I understand that feeling, but it was too much and she just wasn't likable to me. Also, her hair changed like every scene. It went from being straight to curly to straight to in a ponytail, which I thought was funny. So this one wasn't my favorite. I just didn't like her character. Then we had Christmas on Fifth Avenue, and this is about a woman who is house sitting in this plush high-end condo on Fifth Avenue, and she ends up kind of house sitting with the rich son of the owner of the condo. And I think I liked about this one is I just thought they had really good chemistry. Catherine Davis and Olivia Renaud. I really liked the two of them together and I just enjoyed it. I thought it was sweet. It had some really swoon-worthy moments. And so that one was a win for me. Then we have from Lifetime Channel, we had You Make It Feel Like Christmas. It's a second chance romance story starring Mary Antonini and Michael Xavier. And Michael Xavier is so dreamy. He's got such confidence. He's just great, I think, on screen. And they really did a good job using him to his full potential in this movie. This movie had some really sweet parts, some funny parts. And I thought they overall had pretty good chemistry, but I didn't really love the conflict. She's so mad at him because he joined the army, and she throws this fit because he came up there to get her with a kind of a plan with her dad to help her dad. And I didn't really understand why that was a bad thing that he came to get her to come to Christmas. Like, so she was so outraged. So I didn't really love that, but overall it was fine. Then they had Dancing Through the Snow, and this was fun because it starred Colin Lawrence and Bianca Lawrence, his daughter, and it was a cute idea. He has this moment that he's dancing with his daughter and it goes viral and he becomes kind of this viral sensation. I think there was great chemistry between Colin and Annalyn McCord, who plays Bianca's teacher, but it was serviceable. It was a cute concept. It was really more for the father-daughter stuff, especially the fact their real life father-daughter was cute. We also had Baking Spirits Bright on Lifetime Channel, and this was kind of a mixed bag for me. It's all about this family that makes fruitcakes, and there's this business executive coming in to look at the operations, played by Dion Johnston. And it was nice to see this all Southeast Asian cast, and I thought that there was pretty good chemistry, but it was very basic. The plot is very basic. And I was hoping that they would have a little bit more fun with the whole idea of selling fruitcakes and the fact they're kind of not, people don't really like them. So I thought that you could have some more sort of jokes. So it was okay. We had a new entry in the holiday movie lineup. We had Discovery Plus with Candy Coated Christmas, and they're advertising this as like Ree Drummond movie. She's barely in the movie at all. She's in like 2 scenes, which is not really a surprise, but you know, just moderate your expectations. Erin O'Connell is so handsome. He's one of the most handsome people I've ever seen. And so, you know, that's pleasant to look at, but I didn't necessarily think they had great chemistry. And she's totally like the city girl going to the country, a lot of cliches. This one is fine, but it's kind of boring. We had on Peacock Network A Kind-Hearted Christmas, and this stars Jenny Garth and Cameron Matheson, and she plays this like fangirl of this morning show, and particularly of the host played by Cameron Matheson. And then she starts doing all these secret Santa things for the town because they're on hard times. And he's like outraged when he finds out that she was the secret Santa, which I didn't really understand why. Like, why is that such a problem? I don't know. Like, I get you don't want people to lie to you, but when it's a lie about something totally lovely and nice, I just don't understand why that is a bad thing. So this one was not that great. Okay, then we had on Ion Channel, we had Christmas Down Under, and this movie is really bonkers. It's kind of crazy. It plays this woman, her husband and her get in this fight, and then he goes to Australia. That's where he's from. And then she goes to try to find him, which I didn't really understand why she didn't just like talk to her in-laws. She doesn't know their number, but whatever. I have to say, this movie is not like a good movie, but it did make me laugh quite a bit. They do not miss a joke. Like they just throwing things at us and hoping enough of them stick. And for me, they did. Most people probably hate this movie, but I actually chuckled quite a bit, particularly any of the scenes at work were pretty funny, I thought. So yeah, watch at your own risk. So had on Disney Plus, we have the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye. It's all about Hawkeye trying to have the perfect Christmas with his kids. And the funniest part of all, maybe one of the funniest parts I've ever seen in the MCU was the Rogers the Musical, which was the extravaganza, a Steve Rogers Avengers musical. That was hilarious and I loved it. Overall, it's very entertaining, very fun. If you like the MCU, you'll enjoy it. It's just fun to have those Christmas details thrown in there as well. Hallmark Channel, we actually had 5 movies this week, so there's a lot going on. We had Every Time a Bell Rings, which is on Hallmark Movies now. There's Erin Cahill, Brittany Ishibashi, and Ali Liebert, and Wes Brown. And the 3 girls, they play 3 sisters who are kind of reeling from the loss of their father. This is their first time back together in a long time. And this was really more about their bonds than it is about any kind of romance, which was really refreshing. Wes Brown is in there as a love interest, and you have a queer love interest for Ali Liebert's character, which was really sweet because she is gay, and she had posted how much it meant to her to play a gay character on Hallmark. So that was really great. I loved seeing that for her. And I thought that the writing was really good in this, particularly the adoption elements, and it was emotional. It worked for me. It was well acted. It was well done. The scavenger hunt that they go on that was put on by their dad, it was very fun. And so, yeah, if you have the app, I definitely recommend seeing it. It's also going to be on the 5th of December. We were very fortunate to have Erin Cahill on the program, and she talks about her experience making this movie, and not only as an actor, but as an executive producer, a film that was very close to her heart.
I just hope you like it.
Yeah.
It pushes the envelope a little bit in different ways. Ooh. I wanted my friends to be more represented. Mm-hmm. And I have a very diverse group of friends in all kinds of different ways. So there's some of that in there. So I'm excited about it. I'm really excited.
Then we have Nantucket Noelle, and this one was pretty bad. It was pretty bland, no chemistry. Another save the store. This was save the wharf kind of plan. They had some weird elements, like the fact that the little girl shoplifts at the beginning. That was very odd. Sarah Powers and Trevor Donovan didn't have any chemistry. His dad is like unreasonably mean. I did appreciate the supporting performances. I thought there was some funny jokes, particularly with this kind of acting troupe that's there. I also thought that it was cool that for once she didn't really save the store. You never really see that, but it's still not enough to save it as far as the movie goes. Then we had A Christmas Together with You, and this one was also pretty bland, but it's definitely better than Nantucket Noelle. As far as Lara Vandervoort, she plays the chef who has canceled her wedding, so she's feeling down, and there's this customer who's always there, played by Henry Lennox, go on a trip together to try to find his first love. And that was very sweet. And I really did like their friendship best of all. I thought they had a chemistry together as basically like a father-daughter kind of chemistry. Definitely the romance with Now Mater is a little undercooked, but I still enjoyed it. It's a sweet movie, so kind of forgettable, but enjoyable. We were very fortunate to have supporting actor Adil Zaidi on the podcast, and he talks about his experience making the movie. He was a really great interview. I highly recommend it. He was a lot of fun.
It just made for, again, the entire movie was so much fun to shoot after that, because on one hand I had Niall, who we had like a kind of 6 degrees of separation type thing, so we got along amazingly, and then Laura, we had the story, and the three of us bonded. Like it was, and then of course you had Harry as well, who's a legend.
We have 5 more minutes, and this is based on the Scott McCreery song, I guess. And I wasn't a big fan of this movie. I like Nikki DeLoach as a character, but I just didn't like her emotionally cheating on her boyfriend. You didn't even need the boyfriend. I didn't understand why he was even in the movie. And it just affected the chemistry, because there was just this thing holding over the movie. Plus, I just didn't think it had the emotional oomph that I was expecting from the description, because I was so close to my grandpa. I was expecting to just be in tears, but it didn't really work for me. But then we had A Kiss Before Christmas, and this is kind of a part Family Man, part It's a Wonderful Life story. And it starred James Denton and Terry Hatcher, and they are reunited from Desperate Housewives. And James Denton plays a property developer, an actual nice property developer. That never happens. But he has always played it straight. He's always been the nice guy. And he sees this other guy named Sean in his office getting all the perks for cutting corners and not being honest. And so he wishes that he didn't have the family and hadn't made the decisions that he had made. So he gets this alternate life where he has until Christmas to fix everything, or it's going to remain this way. And I just really liked it. I liked all of the choices. I liked the writing. The chemistry was great between Terry Hatcher and James Denton. He sold the emotional moments when he sees his kids and he sees them with other parents because they were adopted. And I don't know, just all the sort of emotional moments really paid off for me. And I thought it was a very, very well done Hallmark movie. We were very fortunate to have the writer of A Kiss Before Christmas, Tracy Andreen, on the podcast, and she talked a little bit about writing the film.
Mark Amato wrote the first draft, and then I came in and did a sort of a rewrite on that one, and did my take on it. And I had that was a lot of fun. Mark really created the world, and then I got to play in the sandbox.
It's gonna be so great. I'm really looking forward to it.
I have rarely had an experience, whether it's an original story or a rewrite, where I know exactly what happens. And I'm like, and I wrote that thing in a very short period of time. Again, whether I've done a ton of rewrites and a ton of and then originals, but where it's just that like fully formed and you know where it's going. Mm-hmm. And I had a lot of fun.
And check out Hallmarky's podcast for longer recaps of all of these movies. And let me know what you think. What did you get to watch? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section or on Twitter. Please share this video and spread the Christmas cheer. I would so appreciate it. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel and check out Hallmarky's podcast and check out the Patreon group. We are doing a giveaway where for every $1 donated to the podcast, either through Ko-Fi or Patreon, you receive a entry in a giveaway to have one of the Hallmark hunks do the voicemail greeting for your voicemail. So it could be either Tyler Hines or Christopher Paloha or Brennan Elliott. So pretty awesome. Please take a look at that. We would be very grateful. And also we have the merch store, which has tons of fun festive designs. And I hope y'all are having a very, very happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.